Republican presidential hopeful Ben Carson addressed his supporters in Anaheim, California, where he focused on the traits that set him apart from the crowded GOP field. One America's Kyle Warnke has more in his speech and how supporters responded.
With Republican presidential contenders like Donald Trump and Carly Fiorina making waves in the polls, the question of political experience has been brought to the forefront of the 2016 race. It's an issue that's also dogged fellow GOP candidate Ben Carson on his campaign. But at a rally in Anaheim on Wednesday, in front of hundreds of supporters, the former neurosurgeon didn't shy away from the topic.
Now, people are saying to me constantly, you know, no one like yourself, a political novice, has ever been successful in running for president of the United States. Well, I'll tell you something. If I listen to all the people throughout my life who said, this has never been done before, this cannot be done, I wouldn't be talking to you today.
Despite his outsider status, Carson has been doing well in the latest polls. In One America survey, Carson placed second out of all Republican candidates, trailing only Trump. But he tied with the real estate mogul for first place in a recent Monmouth University poll of GOP Iowa caucus goers. At the rally in Anaheim, voters said Carson's lack of a political background is exactly what makes him appealing as a candidate.
We have children and grandchildren, and we're very concerned about them and the way the politicians, the corruption in government, it's got to go. This is one way to do it, is to have somebody that's not a politician, that doesn't owe anything to anyone.
His devotion to his Christian faith is another key component of Carson's message to voters. He's polling well among evangelical Christians in Iowa, and he reiterated his support for protecting the religious rights of Americans on Wednesday.
Believe me, it will just escalate, and it will get beyond anything that we're seeing now. You know that's going to happen. So Congress, if you're listening, please, if your leadership won't do it, then you do it yourself. But get up and protect the people's religious rights.
Carson also addressed some of the recurring topics of the 2016 race. He emphasized that America has a rising national debt that needs to be brought under control, and he also devoted some time to discussing immigration.
We have the ability to shut those borders, not just the southern border, but all of our borders. We have the ability to do it because I'm just as concerned about the global jihadists who want to destroy us as I am about the drug dealers who are coming in here.
But beyond his stances on political issues, Carson's religious upbringing and his unconventional background have all contributed to what voters call his down-to-earth nature, which resonated the most with his advocates at the rally.
It's the overall package that he's got, and he makes a lot of sense, and he's very sincere. You can tell he's coming from the heart and not just talking from off the top of his head. So I can't wait to see him in the next debate.
It remains to be seen whether Carson will be able to sustain his surge in the polls throughout the rest of the campaign. But one thing's clear, Donald Trump isn't the only candidate who's managed to turn his outsider status into a political advantage. Kyle Warnke, One America News.